Hey everybody, this is DerkovRenault-Le. I'm actually going to be broadcasting a little bit of a 2v2. Let's see. This is a little 2v2 StarCraft. This is a map that is actually not too horribly bad. Right now we are going up against a Zerg and a Terran, and what I really want to try and do is I want to try and be able to really kind of get my Protoss on. I'm a little behind when I tried to start up the cast, but that's okay. I can go ahead and I can make up for it. Doing kind of the just doing kind of the standard play, just going probes and gateways and all this other fun jazz. Making sure I do use my chrono boost because I want to try and get my economy out up and going. I am just a little behind, and it looks like that blue's gonna scout, and there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and try and zap the SCV if I can. Oop! Here comes another SCV off the line, and I'm really hoping that. Yep. Oh, looks like that we have a double barracks play going down. I wound up losing up just a little bit of time just kind of messing around with them. And here comes purple trying to be annoying. I did end up losing a probe. They're putting on some early pressure. Blue is holding, and I'm just a little behind. Alright, really quick. Right now, they did go ahead and they did try and put on some early pressure. Blue was trying to put on a lot of early pressure in order to for purple to be able to get in. They spent a lot of time and effort in order to try and break us down, in order to try and break down, you know, what we currently had. I wanted to go ahead and try and keep a hold of that tower over there, the Zelnaga tower, because the Zelnaga tower is actually going to give me quite a bit of range. Ooh, and he's gonna go, and he's going mass marines, which is awesome. We will see what happens from here. Not 100% sure, but I do need to make sure that I don't get supply blocked, and also that they can't take out those gateways with too much ease. I am trying to chrono boost the core, even though that right now I am only getting zealots. I am going to try and get a few stalkers here. Let's see. And unfortunately I don't have a stalker at the moment because I've been so busy trying to start getting units, also trying to make sure that my chrono boost is up, and also trying to make sure that we don't die. He says that an Overlord's coming, which is okay. They're getting a Baneling's nest. The Banelings are going to help out immensely. I have a probe over down here in the bottom left-hand corner, so I can just be able to, you know, start expanding. He has a lot of Zerglings. I'm not 100% sure about that play right there, but we will see. I am only running off of 3 gateways. I am supply blocked, which is never a good thing. Alright. Alright, he does have banelings. The banelings are going to be able to do a lot of damage to all of those marines, and I'm going to go ahead and try and get some blink stalkers so I can start flanking around. I'm also going to try and get a robotics bay. If I can get a robotics bay up, there's a good chance that they're not going to have the detection, and if I'm really careful with how I play it, I shouldn't need a whole lot of cover. Now, typically, you would actually end up making a lot more probes at your main base, but I am only going to be making probes over here, which is why I'm going to go ahead and do Control 2. I am going to go ahead and I am going to get a few sentries. The sentries are going to allow me to block the Marines in as soon as he comes through. And one of the most wonderful things about Chrono Boost is that you don't ever have to worry about. One of the great things about Chrono Boost, regardless, is that it does help you get all of your tech out faster. Tech, probes, anything you want. I did recently see that they actually did just do a change in the patch. Not only are they making the observers a lot less for build time, but they are actually making them. They made them extremely faster, which was a little surprising to me because observers are. I would probably say that they are just a little OP. So. They do know that we do have a Baneling's Nest. He was under attack there for a second. And yeah, those Marines are dead. I am just a little low on gas, and the gas is probably what's hurting me right now. I do need to try and expand again in order to be able to keep up with them. That is a lot of Marines. That is just a ton of Marines. So what I'm going to do in order to counter his Marines is I'm going to go ahead and try and get quite a number of Zealots. And hopefully... Oh, this is not good. This is going to be game over. There's way too many Marines, not enough Mutalisks. There's just not enough units. Oh well. It happens. He rushed to the Mutalisks, and when he was rushing, and you can't really do that, you have to fight a ground game regardless. But if you don't typically fight a ground game, and with that, since he didn't have any medevacs, it would have been fairly easy to take him out. Unfortunately, my ally decided to go ahead and go air, which air is pretty much almost... The Mutalisks are worthless against Marines. Unfortunately, the Roaches were kind of what powered through and did a lot of the damage. And with a lot of the Marines that were there, it was just really hard in order to go ahead and try and control that. I don't know if my ally actually realized that, but it is what it is. Oh well. I was going to say that air was not so great of a choice. You can actually see that he was fairly behind in resources. Believe it or not, I was actually up top on resources on that map. And it's just really hard, especially on that map, because there's 4 different location spots. Probably, even if I had gotten Templar with Storm, it would have been extremely hard in order to be able to push, be able to move left or right. And the fact that they rushed early and I tried to focus on defending us and he decided to go ahead and rush, that was probably one of our downfalls. In 2v2, unfortunately, the mistake of your ally can actually cost you the game. And I've played so many games to where an ally will try and do something that's like sneaky or that's not very unit heavy, and if the other team goes, you know, mass ground like we just saw, you can end up getting decimated extremely quick. And it really kind of sucks because a lot of people can't play the standard macro game. They have to rely on some sort of cheese, or they have to rely on some sort of rush. They can't play head-to-head, one-on-one. And that's also, you know, again, one of the downfalls of playing a 2v2. Because if your ally's not that great, or they rely solely on cheese, it's almost over. We could have done something fairly cheesy and gone for a massive, you know, 7 pool and just whittled them away, but that can backfire too if you have somebody that's really good at macro, who can actually withstand the assault, come back, counter, because they've had plenty of time to build. As you can see, I ended up just passing the blue overlord. There is the red probe. The red probe is going to get a fairly decent scout off. I'm going to end up doing anywhere from a 14 to a 15 pool, and I may end up doing a fast expand depending on what purple finds. So we will go ahead and see what happens. Looks like a standard opening, and oh, standard opening in an early pool. That pool is half done, so I am not going to do a fast expand. I am going to try and just do a basic 1 base. The 1 base is going to be a fairly safe option. I didn't quite 100% know what they were going to end up doing, but now that I do see the fast expand over there, or not the... Oh no, he did fast expand. That's interesting. I wonder if... I wonder if that fast expand is going to be a feint. If it's a feint, it's a good one. But I'm going to go ahead and try and prepare. I'm going to make myself a little roach horn over here. You can lock your minerals in, so that way they can't get the surround, and if they do try and go around, you have quite a wonderful area for defense. I am getting a queen up and ready, and I don't think he saw me. But we are going to try and get some Zerglings, move around the map, and I'm going to try and expand over here. It's a little risky because I can't get units. I can't get units there, and if that is scouted, I'm just going to be in a heap of trouble. My ally purple has gotten the Zerglings, so he's going to get the Zerglings, and I'm going to try and get the roaches, and we're going to see what happens from there. Right now, there's the probe. He was probably trying to go make a pylon and wait and see if we would actually expand. At this point in time, from what I previously saw and from what Red's doing, and I don't currently see him doing any type of expansion over here. For blue, I don't see him adding any drones. Need to go ahead and need to get air and need to get it fast. The air's probably going to come into play because he has locked himself in with that cannon defense there. And purple's going to come over there. Purple's going to smack blue and punish blue. I'm a little worried about the air defense that they may end up being prepared. I don't know how long that spine crawler is going to last, but those Earthlings are going to be able to surround all of those roaches and take the roaches down. The roaches don't have a prayer. One of my main worries and one of my main concerns is what's going to end up happening and what Red's doing. If Red is getting Void Rays, we need to be prepared for it. We need to have the ability to counter. We need to have the ability to be able to try and deal with them. As you can see, right over here, I do have my Overlord. I can see that. And I am going to just try and break down those back rocks if I can. If I do end up being able to break down these back rocks, I'm gonna have a lot more power, and we're gonna be able to start harassing Red.
We require more minerals. So more overlords. Our forces are under attack.
And it looks like that they are trying to break out as well. I saw I saw a sentry that was up there. The sentry is not going to be able to hit the roaches. The roaches are going to be able to attack from a distance in order to bring this down. The sentry is no longer present. We're going to see what happens. I don't 100% know what Red's doing. I don't know if he's made some cannons over here. Yep, he has made a wall. That's a very big mistake on my part. If he decides to chase me down, I'm going to be in a heap of trouble. But I can confirm that he is not going. That he's actually not going. Whatever it is, air, which was my biggest fear. Now I am going to transition into air. Now both sides are down. With both sides being down, the one major problem that we're going to end up facing is that not only can we attack from both sides, but they now have to defend from both sides. And it can give us potentially one too many avenues for attack. As you can see, my macro with my queen has kind of slipped. It's not the best, and I will be the first to admit that. But what I am going to try and do here is I am going to try and macro up a little bit. I do currently have the Overseer, and I'm going to try and get a little scout in their base. Now, granted, Purple did a great job of getting in there, doing a lot of damage. Oop! Looks like they are ready for. Looks like they are ready for my little changeling. Now, for those players that are out there, I'm just wondering if you guys are ready for the Overlord speed to be increased. I do know that that was actually just recently on when I logged into BattleNet. So. Hello. Oh, there's GTs on the map. That's awesome. That's not good. They have a full army of both ground and air. Yeah, but so do we. Or rather, ground anyways.
Field depleted.
One great thing about having meterless is that not only are they massively versatile, but they can also just decimate any type of an economy that they may have. Hopefully, purple has a lot back that's macroed. As you can see, I'm just decimating the cannons here. I'm decimating all of his probes. The probes are going to be the key if we can survive this. We may be able to pull this out. I don't know. I do have enough Mutalisks. The Mutalisks are going to be able to do a lot of damage. I'm just waiting for. Right now we mopped up everything that they had. They don't have a whole lot left. Looks like that purple is going to go ahead and is going to try and finish off that blue base. Blue is currently up and running over here. I'm going to try and decimate as many drones as I can. Try and stop their economy. Try and stop their production. As you can see, all he currently has right now are roaches. He does have a few hydras that are up. And right now, this is one really bad thing that a lot of Zerg do, is that they do bunch up a lot of their Overlords, and the Overlords fall very easy prey, especially right here. As you can see, he's lost so many Overlords, it's not funny anymore. Purple is able to just decimate. Purple is just able to go ahead and decimate all of those. Now, unfortunately, with all of the stalkers that are there, they now have to worry about all of the stalkers. They have to worry about the Mutalisks. Red lost a lot of probes in the initial attack. And that's going to be good game right there. They did have a last-ditch effort with. They did have a last-ditch effort in order to try and contain us. Unfortunately, they were trying so hard in order to push us. It's just, and when I saw the first initial DTs, it's just really hard to try and do a contain. When you've lost all of your forces and you're going up against 2 Zerg. You can't trade armies as a Protoss with 2 Zerg. It's pretty much almost impossible. And Red is moving around. Red is making a very good play. He's trying to poke, but right now Purple is in his base. And there are so many. There are just so many cannons that he has. And by taking out the pylons, I take out 4 cannons, I take out the 2 warp gates. He can't, he's not going to be able to re-macro up. As you can see, we have the advantage right now. We have the ability to push, we have the ability to take them down, we have, Two free immortal kills.
Under attack. Our allies are in combat.
I do love the fact that he is trying to do a little bit of macro. He's trying to take us down. Unfortunately, that base I really don't care about anymore. Purple's just being a little greedy. That's okay. and sacrifice Zerglings in order to kill all of these probes. Nummy, 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 nummy probes. Oop. One major downfall about a Protoss army is that it is extremely slow to move. And by taking out all the pylons, he can't remake his army without the powered buildings. Whoops. Not paying attention. as you can see, just pick up a few of the stragglers. And that was a GG. If he probably would have gotten a few more Immortals peppered in, a few more Zealots, he would have been able to do it. He just, Blue didn't defend against the Mutalisks. Oh wow. That was supposed to be an even match versus 2 top-ranked Platinum versus 2 Gold. That's interesting. Well, hopefully I was able to go ahead and show you guys quite a few things. Take care, and